It was so much worse than anything and the police didn't seem to have any control of it.
Is it just completely out of control at this point? And obviously this is an international situation, but generally speaking, do there need to be laws in place?
I personally think there should be at least a law about how close somebody should get to a child. You know, there are a lot of long lenses now. There's no reason that somebody has to be, you know, this close to a kid's face, because it scares kids and it psychologically affects them. Like, I personally would just, I'd like to be able to take my kids out. I'm not walking them down a red carpet. We're just going out. So we're not asking for press. We're really trying to just live our life. So for that, for I think children, there should be some kind of law to protect them. And as I said, you know, we're not saying you're not allowed to take pictures of them. We understand whatever you say. We're public, they're public. But I think a distance would be good.
Yeah, you certainly know how to take care of yourselves. You've been around it long enough, but I totally agree. The kids protect the children.
Yeah, just don't. There's no need to scare them. You got a long lens.
I think a lot of people were applauding recently. Brad told Esquire magazine that you guys won't consider tying the knot until all people who want to tie the knot can tie the knot. Do you think that day, and I'm not asking specifically about you, but do you think that day is coming soon where finally we'll get some equality with that in this country?
I really don't know. I think certainly we've seen a lot of movement forwards and backwards, but there's a lot of people talking about it, and I think I hope so. I think that's the right thing. If you want that, I don't see why. Of course everybody should have the right to do that. If somebody loves somebody and they want to be married, it's
it seems like a no-brainer, doesn't it?
It does. It really does. But and it's sad how some people are so adamant against it, and I think that's something that even he's found from people responding to his comment. And you found that there are certain people that have a certain anger and hate that you just still in this day and age just expect a little more open-minded response. But so be it. And so I feel for those people that we're discussing.
Your character certainly got to know what being left behind was all about. Margaret Clover is all but abandoned by her husband. Yeah. You got to help me out with how you got into the headspace of playing a person like that, because from what I know about you, Edward,
it's so funny that everybody is having this reaction.
Yeah, it is. It truly it stood out. It stood out as something that I don't think that's her. It's acting. She's doing her job.
Yeah, but it is, but it's that time in our history. It's the 40s and 50s, and women weren't just, I'm divorcing you. That wasn't a common thing, and she was raised in a certain kind of way, and in this elite group of people that had certain you marry inside the same league of person and the same breeding, and you do this appropriately, and I had etiquette classes for the film, and this is who you are, and then you're involved with the CIA, and it's not like you can just say, I'm leaving and I'm taking my son with me. It would have been an impossibility. So I think as a woman, in some way, if I was in that situation, I would have stayed with my son. I would have had a lot to drink.
Obviously, I meant about staying with the son.
And it's okay, but I would have been just like her, and I would have been not so dissimilar. I would have disintegrated in that world.